Hi, I'm Jessica Lahr, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It's Wednesday, May 31st, the last day of May, if you can believe it. We're back live inside the all-new FingerLakes1.com studio on the top floor of the North Park building in Seneca Falls. As always, I'm joined by Jim Sinicropi, Josh Durso, and Jessamy Uticone.
Oh, hello.
Here we are.
It is the last day of May.
It is crazy, too.
I would have thought by now, that we'd be in summer mode, but it's still raining and it's not very warm. I mean, it's not cold.
It's decent today.
All things considered, I love like mid to high 60s. I'd take that all summer long.
But without the rain.
Without the rain.
Yeah,
sure.
Especially the rain that came down yesterday, which was a massive amount in a very short period of time.
It was devastating.
Some places truly devastating.
Yeah, devastating for me because I can't golf and it's tough to mow the lawn and stuff, but more devastating for other people that are really impacted by flooding. So
this is true. Yeah.
I shouldn't complain.
Well, at least it didn't rain as much as I thought it would over the weekend, so at least we were a little lucky over the weekend.
Yeah, we did. The Memorial Day weekend ended up being pretty reasonable.
Nice. Yep. Well, what does this weekend look like for us?
Oh, boy, this weekend, weather-wise, tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be a great day. We're hoping to avoid thunderstorms this afternoon. They're going to be hit or miss, but Thursday is going to be a beautiful day. Friday, partly sunny with a high near 68, but a 40% chance of showers or thunderstorms in the afternoon again into the evening, which the chances increase to 50% for Friday night. Saturday, great day, partly sunny, high near 67. Now we're into June. Tomorrow is the first day of June, and all these temperatures are in the 60s. So Saturday, high near 67. Saturday night, low of 52, which is kind of cold for this time of year.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, guess what? Chance of rain, mostly cloudy, high near 66, 50% chance of rain. Into Sunday night, 50% chance. Again, a low of around 54 Sunday night. And then Monday through Wednesday, it's early, but next week we're looking at 50% chance of showers every single day with highs in the mid to upper 60s.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's just, you keep thinking you're going to turn a corner and get like a forecast that shows 5 or 6 days rain-free, but it just is not happening.
There are no corners to turn.
So we really got to hope here. Now, none of these days are 100%.
That's
true. We got to hope that the 50% holds true. And if you flip that coin, every day 50%, it should only rain half the days I said it might.
That's right.
When it was raining really hard, my grandfather used to say, if this keeps up, it won't come down.
Wow.
Think about it.
Yeah,
he was always right.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's cute.
He was always right.
Grandpa, wise man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do we have for weekend events?
Holy smokes. It's festival season.
It is. We're here.
Before I get to the 3 biggest festivals going on this weekend around here, let's talk about Old Ways Day.
Where's that?
That is at the Ward W. O'Hara Agricultural Museum at Emerson Park. That little red building at the front? That's an agricultural museum, and they're doing an Old Ways Day on Saturday, June 3rd from 10 to 4. And that's at the obvious time, not at nighttime.
What does that mean?
Listen, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Spend the day with us, them, revisiting the 1800s.
Oh.
So it's a museum, so
Okay.
they have a blacksmith shop in there. They've got like an old classroom, old-fashioned mercantile, a dairy room, whatever that means. They've got a country kitchen, a bedroom, and a parlor, all set up the old way.
The old
So
way.
you can,
Love it.
there's Model T car rides, horse and wagon rides, demonstrations of crafts of the past, music,
Did they have
tractors.
crafts in the past?
Crafts of the past, sure.
In like the 1800s? Did
Of
people make things
course.
purely for
Yeah,
to be crafty?
I feel like that
Everything
was less recreation and more out of necessity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
This
this
is
is
true.
like true craft, like
Like, this is your craft.
basket making, for instance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or,
Blacksmithery.
yeah, cooperage. Mm-hmm. Something like that. Maybe shoe resoling.
That's
Do they have-
Coopers. Is that what a Cooper is?
They make barrels. A cooper
Oh,
is someone
okay.
who makes barrels, which I don't know how many.
Today you don't need people to make
No.
barrels. They're just
No.
formed out of plastic.
Admission, parking, and all activities. Guess how much it costs?
Nothing.
Nothing. That's right.
Wow.
Zero. It's free. Gratis.
All of that
They
is
don't
free.
have costume
Gratis.
rentals?
No. However, donations will be accepted, you jokers. If you want to donate Lunch will be available at a modest cost. Okay.
Okay.
Again, now.
That's fun.
Also, it's the Rosé Soiree this weekend.
Oh,
Yep.
of course it is.
It's a big weekend in
And that's
Geneva.
up on Linden Street. Great place to
Good
be.
old
In
Linden.
Geneva, they, another big wine-themed event up there
Yes.
where we can go over that here. It's do you know what the inspiration for that is?
I feel like I did.
Do
No.
you?
I don't remember.
It's the traditional French dîner en blanc,
Oh, no, I didn't know.
which is dinner in white. A committee of Finger Lakes wine industry representatives wanted to create an event early this summer highlighting Finger Lakes dry rosé while creating a classic soiree-style celebration. You ever been to a soiree?
I will be this Saturday.
You're gonna go?
I'm
oh,
going.
good.
All right, so again, it's on
Fun.
Linden Street. They close that thing off. You hang out.
Yes.
There's food, fun,
It's beautiful,
tons
too.
of rosé, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah,
Food
it
and
looks
fun.
beautiful. They
Yeah, it
decorate
looks
it all
beautiful. Yeah.
fancy like.
Yep.
And that's happening Saturday, June 3rd. I don't know the exact time, but it's like an
Our
all
tickets
It's like
day.
an all day and
It's an
night
all-day
activity.
thing,
I was
yeah.
there last year and it was
I
fun.
think that
Was it?
tickets are still available. Yeah,
lot going on.
It was super hot last year, if I remember. Because we were thinking about just going. Wasn't it super, super humid
don't
or
remember.
something?
Now listen, if you don't want to stay too local,
If
there.
you're looking to get out.
If you want to go to Syracuse, guess what? It's a Taste of Syracuse this weekend.
Oh,
That's-
that's fun, too.
And
in
everybody's been
conjunction
to
with
that.
the Page's Butterfly Run, which I was at that the last 2 years too,
Right.
but
Right.
not this year. I'm not going to that this year.
Taste of Syracuse is awesome.
Yeah, if you like
It
It's
food.
is.
always a good time. If you like food, if you like good music, I think
Yes.
Kenny Wayne Shepherd is headlining this year. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, pretty great.
That's
and you
awesome.
can look up the information on that on tasteofsyracuse.com if you really want to go to that.
Fun.
That's like 3 days. No, 2 days. Second and third.
Yeah.
So Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Fairport has their Canal Days this weekend, which is actually another big one. They've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
doing that for a long time, and it's pretty popular. And that's the 3rd and 4th this weekend. Opening chicken barbecue concert on the evening of actually the 2nd.
Saturday's a fantastic day to do any of these things.
Right.
Partly sunny, high is 67 is
Yeah.
the forecast.
We
I
already
mean,
did the weather.
It's just
My
saying
turn.
that if you've got
Oh.
these 2 days,
I see.
Saturday, that sounds like a fun day trip to
Sure.
Fairport.
At this Fairport Canal Days, 200 artisans. Over 200 artisans. Can you believe that? Many fine food vendors and great live music. There's a chicken barbecue, like I said, and then all that stuff.
200 artisans?
Yeah, over 200.
I'd
It's
like to go just
family-friendly.
to count and
Fantastic.
verify
Just to-
that. That's
just
a
to
lot.
Just to
fact
hold them accountable. Just to hold them accountable.
How are we
Again,
going to get people here? Let's just say we got 200 artisans. Oh, wait, but we only have
8,000
80
vendors.
artisans. But 80 looks like 200.
No one's gonna count?
Yeah, just say 200.
except for you.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, he's
Complete
on his
list
way.
of artists. Complete list of artisans
Oh.
and vendors can be found at
Oh, there-
www.fairportcanaldays.com. So
There
May
you
not need
go.
me fact
there is
checking.
documented evidence of
Yeah.
that. Listen, there's another festival this weekend,
Another one?
and it's the 2017 Ithaca Fest.
Oh, that's
no.
right.
It's this weekend also. Can you
Yes.
believe it? All this in one
So you
weekend.
can go east, west, or south for things
Right.
to do here.
Go wrong.
And if you want artisans, this
If you're
Ithaca,
really looking for
Ithaca Fest
artisans.
is pretty much an art themed festival.
Yeah.
So it's
But
arts
how
and
many
music.
do they have? How can
They didn't list. Oh, wait a minute. They did. Listen to this. Over 1,000 talented local musicians, painters, dancers, clowns, community groups, and ensembles
Wow.
perform
Oh.
throughout the Ithaca Festival
1,000 is
weekend.
better than 200.
Again, hard to believe.
Well, you never know. They're counting individual bands. Like, say a band's got 5 people in it.
Or an
Big Mean
orchestra.
Sound Machine, who's playing, they have like 17 people in that
Well,
band.
there you
So
go.
That's a big one. Enjoy multiple stages of entertainment, some special kids activities, a craft show. There's a big parade on Saturday, I believe. A local film festival, an arts, social justice area, delicious festival food. That can be all the information for that can be found at ithacafestival.org.
Okay.
And that's what I got.
That's a lot.
That's
Yeah,
a
good
lot.
job
That
this
is a
week.
lot.
Those are
Anywhere
all
you wanna
viable
go,
options.
you can find something to do.
Yeah.
Can't go
It's
wrong.
prime festival season, though, like you said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are
So-
viable options. They all sound like a good time.
Yep.
Yep.
They're all.
Are you attending
Close.
any?
I might go to Ithaca Fest.
Yeah.
My buddy's playing. His band's playing.
I heard Finger Lakes will be there.
Oh, of course.
Are you doing anything? Are you doing the soiree?
Geez, I haven't made weekend plans yet, but I wouldn't be surprised to be at the Rose Soiree. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if
So you'll
we
be there
ended
with
up
Josh.
Yeah.
Everyone will be there.
I won't be there.
Maybe I'll go.
I have makeup clients that day. So, in Rochester. Anyway, what is going on
News
in the
time?
news, Josh?
So the news has slowed down a little bit, like it does always this time of year. But what hasn't slowed down, unfortunately, is the flooding along Lake Ontario.
Unfortunately.
Water rise continues to happen. It's a little bit each day, and obviously with the rain that we've been talking about, it just keeps compounding the problem more and more. Governor Cuomo has set aside $7 million for homeowners along Lake Ontario. Each homeowner will be eligible for up to $40,000. It was announced in a visit to Lakeshore communities after both chambers passed legislation trying to get the funding and make the funding happen.
That's great and all, but 40,000 is not a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue.
If your house is falling, is falling into the lake.
Yeah.
Right.
And not only that, but so the 500-foot no wake zone that has been active along the southern shore of the lake, the governor has extended that to 600 feet, as if that extra 100 feet is going to really help things. Unfortunately, he also called for more water to be released to change the outflows, but the IJC politely declined.
Yeah,
they said no, and water flows out continue to be the same.
Why?
So interestingly, it really just comes down to the wet spring. It doesn't have as much to do with Plan 2014 as some people have been trying to.
Yeah, but why not increase the outflow to the max?
Because Canada is dealing with flooding that makes our flooding problems look pretty.
So
pretty
we'd be
small.
dumping it off to Canada out of the lake. I thought it would go out to the Atlantic Ocean eventually.
Well, it does eventually, but it passes through St. Lawrence and gives them issues on the north side. And it's really complicated. But
good friends to the north.
Interestingly enough, it's one of those scenarios where I was reading earlier this week that may not be back to normal levels until mid-December.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's a scenario where you think about you start bringing winter into the equation on top of what a community like Sodas Point is dealing with now.
It's a true nightmare.
I don't know how that would play out, but that just to me seems like...
it doesn't freeze. Lake Ontario doesn't freeze, so that
No, but you start... I would imagine you'd start to get, like, ponding in the yards that would freeze because that's more shallow if you get cold enough temperature. It just seems like it could be really bad for the people who live up there. Another interesting story that popped up this week, a bomb threat, kind of, in Naples. A suspicious package was identified by state police on Main Street.
Not at the school. Usually bomb
Naples.
threats are at schools.
Right.
Somebody leaves a note in the bathroom.
As it turns out, they brought in a robot. They shut the street down. They really pulled out all the stops out of caution. And it was just as state police identified, a backpack with miscellaneous stuffs inside.
Stuffs?
That was their wording. I'm not really sure why. But so somebody just bailed on their backpack and caused a shutdown of Route 21 for about 4 hours on Tuesday. Pretty, they had to redirect school buses. Some people were stuck in businesses and homes in the library.
Is that an overreaction? I mean, there's backpacks all over the place.
Is there such thing as an overreaction anymore?
In the middle of the day in Naples, as opposed to
once it becomes
the
an
taste of
overreaction,
Syracuse,
then someone does leave a backpack on purpose because
it's a really fine line to walk, and that was kind of what when the state police commented on it. They basically just said, we did this out of caution. This is the safe move rather than.
You know what my grandfather used to say? Better safe than sorry.
Right. I think every grandfather has said that at one point or another. There's some other really interesting stories on Finger Lakes One right now. A weather balloon. Video from a weather balloon over the Finger Lakes, which is probably, I would say, the most interesting video footage that we've had on Finger Lakes One in a really long time.
If only it was more stable. I find it frustrating to watch.
It was really cool, though.
But definitely. That's a local organization at Canandaigua. They'd be doing more weather balloon stuff. But weather balloons, the best part of that video is when the weather balloon is 1,000 feet above an airplane that went underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Cool, yeah.
Lots of other news stories. More on the fallen deputy in Ontario County who lost his life after a car accident, and
so sad.
A lot on the active weather pattern here in the Finger Lakes, which promises to continue to be active. So we'll be on top of that.
Yep. Okay, great. Thank you, Josh. Jim, what do we have going on in sports?
Well, the NBA season finally begins on Thursday night when the Golden State meets Cleveland, which is what everybody in the world knew was going to end up happening when the season actually started in October.
Right.
Yep.
And it's just hard to pay attention to that league, but I will now because that's what everybody's been waiting for. So, and Thursday night, 9 o'clock, game one, Cleveland at Golden State. My daughter's root for Golden State. She likes Steph Curry. Then game 2, you got to wait till Sunday at 8, also at Golden State, which, if this was 10, 15 years ago, game 1 would have been, well, first of all, game 1 would have been probably 4 days ago. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But then you might have taken one day off and played another game, sometimes even back-to-back, and then you travel to the other city.
Don't they alternate now, and that's why they swapped it out like that? They add the travel day in because they go back-to-back now?
No, they go Thursday. The Thursday game 1 and Sunday game 2 are at Golden State. And then game 3 in Cleveland will be Wednesday, so it'll be a week from now. There'll only be 3 games into the series. Yeah. Whatever. That's finally is going to be a good game to watch. It'll be a good game to watch. Finally a good NBA game to watch. The whole playoffs is just so stupid. It's a dumb league. It is a dumb league. I knew there was maybe 1 or 2 other teams that had an outside chance of replacing Cleveland or Golden State in the finals if somebody on those teams got injured. Cleveland was terrible this year in the regular season. And everybody's like, what's wrong with Cleveland? What's wrong? They don't care because they don't have to. The playoffs start, they win. Neither Cleveland or Golden State barely lost a game. I think Cleveland lost like 2 games all playoffs.
1, I think.
You're right. Yeah. Stupid. It's just dumb. Yeah. Stanley Cup playoffs, Game 3, Saturday night, 8 o'clock, Pittsburgh at Nashville. Yanks are home in Toronto for Yanks are in Toronto for 4 games tonight, or Thursday night and Friday night, 7:07, Saturday, Sunday, 1:07. Mets are home against the Pirates Friday at 7:10, Saturday at 7:10, Sunday afternoon tilt at 1:10, and the PGA Tour is at the Memorial, which is one of my favorite tournaments other than the 4 majors and the Players' Championship. It really is probably up there about 6th or 7th favorite, the Memorial. It's a good one.
Josh agrees.
I completely agree.
His head's
Jack
nodding.
Nicklaus's tournament.
Yeah.
And Tiger Woods.
Oh, that's right. That footage is about to be released
moments
from now.
Imminently.
Yeah. Really?
My thought on that is that, I don't know. Do we have enough time? Sure. My thought on Tiger Woods is that I don't really feel sad for him. He has it all. Like, he had it all. One thing he doesn't have, friends.
He's got no friends.
So, in this situation, I don't know who he turns to. He lost his father. He's got his mother. He doesn't have his wife or he's got his kids. I don't know. I just picture Tiger all this time that he's been off for the last 2 years not playing competitive golf. I just picture him sitting in his giant mansion, roaming around from room to room, just bored out of his mind,
Sad.
Yeah, even his noteworthy good friends Nota Begay of the Golf Channel, he probably actually is in the same room with Nota Begay once a year, and maybe they text each other, but I feel like this guy doesn't have any really good friends, and you reap what you sow. He's been known as an arrogant, cocky, just not that nice of a guy. And apparently he's got some sort of addiction to painkillers like a lot of Americans do.
Well,
yeah, it's sad.
He got in his car, 2 pierced tires, banged up bumpers 3 a.m, driving away from his house. The police said, where's he coming from? He said, playing golf in Los Angeles. He was in Florida. Jeez. So that's how screwed up he is. Yeah. And the thing about it is, if he's banging his bumpers into things, he could have killed somebody that night at 3 a.m. So, if Tiger could ever come back and be competitive again or win a major, it would be the most amazing thing in the history of sports. Everybody would lift him up and rally behind him, but it's never going to happen. He's so far gone.
He's broken. He's a broken man.
So,
in every way.
Hopefully not. Never say never.
Yeah, that's what I say. If he does, it would be a great story. But,
yeah, it would be.
So anyways, that's sports. There's more sports on Finger Lakes 1. And on the Golf J podcast, we talked about Tiger for a while, too, if you want to check out Monday night's episode.
Right. Yeah.
Special Memorial Day evening edition of that. So
I want to check out some local photos.
Yeah, let's check out some local photos. Yeah. All right, well, first up, we have 4 baby raccoons which were discovered in a tire and brought to the Seneca Meadows Tire Recycling Facility last Wednesday. They were rescued by staff and placed into the capable hands of a wildlife rehabilitator.
Holy smokes,
Photo
baby raccoons.
by Chris King.
They are cute.
They are kind of cute.
They're awful.
I wouldn't want to see them next to my house, but they're cute.
Baby ones are all right. Real live old raccoons are awful.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on.
Alrighty, these 3 men were seen early Thursday aboard Ricochet in Lions Lock 27 as they made their 13th round trip from Marathon, Florida to Detroit, Michigan. The round trip is 4,800 miles. The 40-foot boat, a 1964 Chris Craft Commander, has made 12 complete, flawless round trips. According to the crew, their favorite section of the journey is always the Erie Canal. They left Marathon, Florida on May 5th.
Who took that photo? Robert Stopper, I bet.
Yeah, Robert Stopper took that photo.
Thank you, Robert Stopper. I didn't have that in my notes here.
If it's from the Lions Locks, it's generally Robert Stopper.
It's a pretty cool story, though. Mm-hmm. Great pick. Early morning photo of sun coming in on the farm in Fayette. Craig Party took this photo looking from a hayfield towards the building with a shadow of tree cast on a building.
Craig Party of Fleur de Lis Brewery. Right. That's the actual farm where they're growing the wheat and hops that they'll use in their brew. It opened up last weekend, and actually, if those events that we talked about earlier don't hit you up, it might be a good week to stop in and see the new brewery down in southern Seneca County, or Seneca Falls, Seneca Falls.
Yeah.
Just here in town.
A lot of people I know are talking about maybe checking it out. So
that's great. It's a cool pick too. I like that pick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this great blue heron was trying to eat a bullhead for breakfast on Thursday morning at Montezuma Wildlife Refuge in this shot from Rachel Burkholder. The sun was fading on the day last Friday in the Finger Lakes as thin clouds filled the sky in this. This is the next one.
That guy is doing a much better job of eating a bullhead than I would.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get that? Rachel Burkholder took this one.
Yes, Rachel Burkholder took this one. And this is, that's amazing to capture a moment like that.
So do you think that herring can eat that fish whole like that?
Absolutely.
Well, you're right, because there it is in his throat.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely. That's amazing. It would be so much more efficient to be able to consume things like that.
Yeah, but not as much fun.
Oh,
is it about fun?
I
that
love
bird
eating.
had to have battled for a while to get that, so...
Think of all the other things you could get done if you could eat that fast.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Gone. Amazing.
All right, next up, the sun was fading on the day last Friday in the Finger Lakes as thin clouds filled the sky in this photo by Shelley Lannon. That's beautiful.
There you go, Shelley Lannon.
That screams summer. To me, that screams summer. That's a summer sky.
I'm ready for it. Come on, summer. This beautiful sunset was captured by Rachel Burkholder on Friday night near Ovid on a night when rain clouds and sun battled for a place in the evening sky. Wow.
Yeah, that was an interesting sunset. I watched it myself.
That's beautiful.
It's a great picture.
Yeah, it is. It does look like they're battling for the spot. All right, Saturday at the Sterling Nature Center, Mike Sargent photographed this frog who was very loud, making it easier to spot. Wow.
Look at that guy.
What a shot.
So,
ribbit. Look at that guy.
He couldn't be less impressed with someone taking a photo of him.
No.
He doesn't care.
That's an amazing photo, though.
It is a good shot.
You're just happy there's no herons around.
Right.
Yeah, really. Okay, up next, this is from Mike Sargent as well. On Saturday near the Visitor Center at Montezuma, this tree swallow is keeping a close eye on things.
It's a pretty bird.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Pretty bird.
Great shot.
Pretty bird.
Tree swallow.
Yep. Okay, from Scott Anderson, his feline friend Oliver sits next to the American flag on a front porch in Union Springs on Monday. That's cute.
You guys like cats?
I saw 5 cats this morning
any.
on the way walking my son to preschool. 5 cats.
Oh, 5 cats.
Yeah, and 2 of them always come out and say hello to us.
Oh, cute.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one, but I love
I don't mind cats that aren't mine. I would never own a cat.
I had a cat when I was a kid named Patches. It was a
lot of
calico
people
cat, and she was a good cat.
It's a good name for a calico
but
cat.
in general, cats are indifferent.
Yeah.
They're maintenance free. That's what's great about them.
That's right.
I mean,
fairly, yeah.
All right.
A lot more maintenance free than dogs, like my dog George, who we sent to doggy daycare to help him work off some steam, and within 2 hours of him being there, we got an email that said, "I don't think it's working out."
Oh,
he's attacking the other dogs. He's biting their legs and nipping at their faces. That's his way of playing.
My dog's like that too, though. It's like a bulldog thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Oh no.
He even took a stab at Dan R&D, former FingerLakes1.com TV.
Sauce
TV
Pod host.
personality, Saucepod host, Dandy Aaron D. Took a swipe at his dog.
Wow.
George is a bold little pup.
The
Naughty
disrespect.
George.
He's 8 months old, so that's done.
Oh, boy.
That's out of the picture. So
Oh, no. Sorry about that. All right, next up from Tim Lurkins, these bald eagles were spotted in the woods behind a home in Romulus Saturday afternoon.
That's fun.
That's
if you're just
cool.
hanging out and then there's bald eagles in the
That's
backyard.
cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
Get out the camera.
Yep.
I hope they're not making those crows self-conscious about. Nobody cares about. Nobody said. Like there's 2 crows in
They
the
weren't even
picture
in the
too,
caption.
but the caption says 2 bald eagles, but there's 2 crows there too. What if
Nobody
the caption
cares.
says Mike? Sorry, who was this? Tim Lurkin spotted 2 black crows in a tree. You know.
Nobody cares, Jessamy says. Also from Tim Lurkins, a Sunday evening stroll in Romulus for this young buck who was probably just looking for dinner.
What a young buck.
That's a great shot,
presumptuous.
too.
I think that's the sun setting sunlight behind it through the trees. Is that
Sure.
what that is? That's
Kind
That's
of
cool
included
as
that in the
hell.
caption.
Yeah.
He's got a couple nubs on his head. He's a young buck.
I'm
He's
not
a
going to
young
presume
buck.
that he's just looking for dinner. Who
I
knows?
wouldn't either. I think he's looking for sex.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He's a
a
wild
young buck.
animal. Yeah, it's
He's
spring.
a young buck.
It's that time of year.
He could just be looking to like get out of an open field
Maybe.
where God only knows what could happen to him.
Right.
This is true, yes.
mean-
This is true. All right, next up, Michelle DeSantos snapped this shot of huge beer tanks en route to the Genesee Brewery as they made a pass through Lyons on Sunday. They were greeted by hundreds of residents along the way. The tanks just passed under Krieger's Bridge prior to its final destination for the day in Lyons.
People were greeting the beer tanks.
That
yeah,
bar's
I
got
saw
a lot of
pictures all
attention.
day.
Did get a lot
it
of
did.
attention.
Tons.
Yeah.
People were just waving to them.
I think we got 4 or 5 pictures sent to us.
Hello,
weird thing to
inanimate containers.
It's a weird thing to greet.
So funny. From Chris Trine, a columbine plant in full bloom at Chimney Bluff State Park is seen here on a sunny Memorial Day afternoon.
That's
Love that
awesome.
picture.
That's a beautiful
Nice
shot.
one. Chimney
Wow.
Bluffs. Hard to
Really
take bad
pretty.
pics there.
Yep.
Finally, a weekend stop at Great Gully Falls by Jim Perupsky revealed a good flow from all of the rain that the region had seen over the last
Josh likes
several
that.
days.
Yeah, waterfalls are certainly
Love that.
flowing right about now around here.
Oh, yeah.
So we have about 1 minute left here.
I know.
So let's vote on our favorite.
I'm going with that last one.
I'm going with that last one as well.
I'm going with the Chimney Bluffs one, although
That's a
that
good one.
heron one with the I'm going with the heron with the catfish in his mouth. So I'm going with.
Okay.
I was going to go with that one, too. So.
Oh, now we're tied. Either anybody want to
Those were
budge?
tough, though.
I'll switch because that was my number 2. The
Okay.
bird.
I mean,
Fine.
that's just
Fine.
pretty.
You
pretty
guys
cool.
win.
What about the frog?
I know. It was like the frog, the
There were
bird.
good pictures this week.
Yeah,
There
many
were
good
some
pictures.
really
tough.
good ones. But that's just
Rachel
amazing.
Burkholder gets
There
it
it
this
is.
week. You got to be in the right place, the right time. Got to be
Exactly.
patient, and not only that, but that is a fantastic shot. If she got it from a
Yes.
different angle, it's not as good.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
And she included, which is not the photo of the week, but it's cool to get that shot too.
so stinking cool.
Co-photos of the week, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Part of the series.
Well, thank you guys so much for sending in your photos. If you'd like to send your local photos from across the region, click the link in the Submit Content section.
You
at the
saw
bottom right-hand
Jessamy's
side of our homepage.
Acoustic duo play in Linden Street. How was that?
We went and saw
How was
Jessamy. It was amazing.
Don't say it was bad.
You've got to go see them. If you ever see them, it's Lub Dub, right?
That's right.
Okay, they're
That's right.
awesome.
Hey, thanks.
You and Sarah both amazing. I love your rearrangements of all the songs that we know. So we loved it. We had a great
Like
time.
Camptown Ladies?
We
What
don't
kind of
do,
songs
we
do we
don't
know?
do that. Jessica did make a request, and we happened to know it, and we did it for her.
I know,
And that
I
was
was so
"Summertime
excited.
Sadness" by Lana Del Rey.
Yes,
that was
I
nice.
love that song. You guys rocked. We had a great time. We didn't want you to stop playing, but
All right.
you know how it goes. All right, well, we'll be back live next Wednesday for another episode of FLX Weekly. Whatever your plans this weekend here in the Finger Lakes, the first weekend in June, enjoy, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.